The film and performing arts industry in Kenya has grown to be one of the sectors providing job opportunities for the youth. Unlike yesteryears, where films made by one of our own were not really appreciated, the trend is slowly changing and there's much to expect from this industry. Here's Wambui with more on this.
This day we honor a magnificent man.
Over the last few years, the film and performing arts in Kenya have reported tremendous growth, becoming an important tool in social, political and economic development.
Over the last couple of years, we have witnessed quite significant growth in film and entertainment industry in this country. In fact, we have in the last few months seen a local film travel all the way to the Oscars. And I think that is a big achievement. Not many films from this region have done that. The latest survey that we did showed that film industry is contributing up to close to 4% of the gross domestic product, injecting both directly and indirectly 74 billion Kenya shillings.
I give up early for a foreigner with a different culture, a different language, a different skin color.
The creative sector is, however, wrestling with many challenges ranging from poor distribution of films locally and internationally, as well as the ever-growing menace of piracy.
As an industry, I don't think Kenyans appreciate theater and film production, because many people still don't think that you can earn a living from theater. So for some of us who are in theater, people still think we shall one day go looking for jobs, because they don't think theater or acting is a career.
For the very best of local and urban jams, 97.11 FM, you're with me, JB.
They don't think about it as a career per se. As in, to date, my grandfather tells me, you go back to school and get a job that has a title so that we can call you doctor or engineer. So I'm thinking, can't we have like com for comedians, like com JB? Yeah.
But the government is not sitting back.
Filmmakers need to get their films to the market, here in the country, in the region, in the continent, globally. And I think that has been a challenge, and we are addressing it. We are discussing together as the industry how to set up those distribution networks.
Action.
Despite the vigorous work entailed in producing a film, many actors cannot rely on the sector, supplementing their meager earnings with other jobs.
Sometimes, because I also host, as an MC for corporate functions, even private functions and everything. And when I quote my price, it's always negotiable. And it's something I had somebody say, somebody was outright and told me, yo, I went to school and learned, you didn't go to school to do your comedy stuff, so why should I pay you as much? And in my head I'm thinking, because A, it's a God-given talent, and by the way, God is everything. So you can't really put a price tag on talent, because you can never go anywhere to learn about, how to be a comedian, So, yeah, it's not paying enough.
Putting up an advert for a play is not cheap. Sometimes you pump in a lot of money, and when the play starts running, it takes time before you realize any profit. But we don't give up.
The government is now paying attention to film and performing arts, which is crucial in minimizing the challenges the sector faces.
One of the key challenges that we have is funding for the industry. And we've talked about this in the past, and we are now in the process of the initial processes of setting up a film fund. The Commission has done a study to guide it in establishing this, and it's mentioned in the policy that we need money to fire the industry, to fuel the industry. People have got ideas, people have got scripts, but they cannot translate them to films.
Action!
The president, cognizant of the growing importance of Kenya creative arts, plans to increase local content in all free-to-air TV channels to 60% from 40%. This has brought about a positive buzz in the sector.
Things are lightening up because now people are coming to the theaters, and very soon things will change, and especially with this new government and where the president says all media houses have to play 60% local content. I think is a very good sign for the actors, because there is a light at the end of the tunnel.
Not many free-to-air channels, stations in this country are doing 40%. There were concerns about it. A number of broadcasters felt that we needed to refine it. And we agree we have to talk and work together. But if we go for 60% local content, I am sure you will see a very robust growth of the industry to feed that content demand.
Players in the sector paint a rosy picture about the industry, compounded with optimism of the possibility of increased contribution to the country's GDP to 15% from 4%.
The future is good. We obviously will strive towards reaching the 15% GDP contribution. And if we put together some of these things that we've recommended, no doubt we will do that. Perhaps even surpass that 15%.